Dehydration, Risks and Myths. Truth to tell, sometimes I don't follow my own advice, and when I suffer the consequences, I rediscover why I offer it. I've long recommended drinking plenty of water, perhaps a glass with every meal and another glass or two between meals. If not plain water, which is best, then coffee or tea without sugar, but not alcoholic or sugary drinks, will do. I dined out recently after an especially active day that included about 5 miles of walking, 40 minutes of lap swimming and a 90-minute museum visit. I drank only half a glass of water and no other beverage with my meal. It did seem odd that I had no need to use the facilities afterward, not even after a long trip home. But I didn't focus on why until the next day when, after a fitful night, I awoke exhausted, did another long walk and swim, and cycled to an appointment 4 miles away. I arrived parched, begging for water. After downing about 12 ounces, I was a new person. I no longer felt like a lead balloon. It seems mild dehydration was my problem, and the experience prompted me to take a closer look at the body's need for water under a variety of circumstances. Although millions of Americans carry water bottles wherever they go and beverage companies like Coke and Pepsi would have you believe that every life can be improved by the drinks they sell, the truth is serious dehydration is not common among ordinary healthy people. But there are exceptions, and they include people like me in the Medicare generation, athletes who participate in particularly challenging events like marathons, and infants and small children with serious diarrhea. Let's start with some facts. Water is the single most important substance we consume. You can survive for about 2 months without food, but you would die in about 7 days without water. Water makes up about 75% of an infant's weight and 55% of an older person's weight. Human cells simply don't function without water, and the body has evolved a finely tuned, complex system for making sure it has the water it needs under a wide range of conditions. In most cases, thirst is a reliable signal that more water is needed. A main job of the kidneys is to excrete just enough water to keep cells properly hydrated. However, contrary to myth, dark urine does not necessarily mean you're dehydrated. Urine can be discolored by foods like asparagus, blackberries and beets. Another popular myth: to moisturize skin, prevent wrinkles and produce a glowing complexion, you need to drink 8 glasses of water a day. Drinking extra water doesn't improve skin in people who are otherwise well hydrated. Better to use an emollient moisturizer to counter dry skin. Good hydration definitely protects against kidney stones, and there is evidence that it counters constipation and exercise-induced asthma. It may also help protect against vascular diseases, like stroke, an elevated heart rate or sudden drop in blood pressure, and is especially important for people with diabetes. Despite the vital importance of water, there are relatively few good studies of how much is needed, by whom and under what circumstances, according to Barry M. Popkin, a professor of nutrition at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. We do not truly understand how hydration affects health and well-being, even the impact of water intakes on chronic diseases, he and his colleagues wrote in Nutrition Reviews.